We've spoken about Elite Dangerous on the podcast before, but I have some additional things to say about the space game developed by the British development studio Frontier Developments. By now, I've pumped a pretty respectable amount of hours into the game and have a decent understanding of its systems and features, so now that the honeymoon phase is officially over, I can look at the game more objectively. I've been trying to find out why I keep coming back to the game despite having a proverbial ton of other games that are begging me to play them. I thought it was the theme that drew me in, but it turns out that it wasn't. I thought that the game's economical pursuits and bounty hunting were what made me start it up time after time after time, but that wasn't it either. No, what keeps me coming back to Elite Dangerous is its ability to turn non-constructive boredom into constructive boredom. To understand what I mean by that, you need to know a few things about the game. It's a space sim in name only, and the mechanics it uses to try and illustrate that point aren't all that great at simulating what the game lets you do. The controls are pretty easy to pick up, it's easy to discern from the interface where you are and where other things are relative to you, and it doesn't need a 500-page manual to figure out how you can turn yourself into a profitable business. If a steep learning curve of the basics is a decent metric to find out whether or not a game is a simulator, then Elite Dangerous is decidedly not it. So, in my opinion, Elite Dangerous is pretty arcadey when it concerns mechanics, but a sim when it comes to the actual universe. Objects and systems seem to obey the laws of physics pretty closely, and that makes the universe feel as real as you possibly can with the simpler mechanics. This leaves you free to chuck out all that pesky realistic handling and focus more on what this game is all about, acquiring currency through various means to acquire other things that make acquiring currency easier. And this is why I think Elite Dangerous uses boredom as its greatest hook. You can scrounge together a living for yourself with relative ease, and after a few hours of play you have a pretty firm grasp on the basics and you can just sort of tune out. No longer are you fully there, you're no longer fully engaged when you're ferrying your illicit cargo from station to station. You've been through the motions, you know how to operate this behemoth you're piloting, and the game turns into a video game version of comfort food, digital Ben & Jerry's. This is constructive because the game rewards every little bit of effort, no matter how small, and gives you something you can be content with, even if that something is just a small pile of credits after bringing a message from one place to the other. Maybe that's not enough for most people, but it is enough for yours truly. I play this game because I want an interactive screensaver that does more than enough to entertain me while not asking me to do too much until I want to, or for when the rare occasion presents itself that needs me to act quickly. I spent most of my time in this game jumping from system to system to do trade runs between stations, or fly to unexplored territory to see the sights and make a pretty penny by selling the cartographic information to faraway places. The game is wonderful in a way I didn't expect, and it continues to give me the exact same feeling of satisfaction no matter how long I've played it, and how much I've actually done. This is why Elite Dangerous has become one of my favourite games, and will remain so for the foreseeable future. So, these were some additional thoughts on Elite Dangerous, but I'd like to hear from you as well. Have you played this game? If so, what makes you keep coming back to it? What's your favourite thing to do when you play it? Let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, why not help us out and give us a like and a subscribe. My name was Chris for Select Characters. See you next time.